Monday, Hoopers! Today I have a really awesome beginner to intermediate friendly combo sequence. Alright, let's get right into it. For this combo, it would be useful to know how to do a chest roll, or at least a half chest roll, waist wraps, and how to ghost and isolate your hoop. But if you don't know how to do those, I actually made tutorials on all of those tricks, and I will be linking them within the caption of this video. So getting right into it. We are going to start by rolling the hoop down our arm and catching our hoop right behind our ear. Okay? So when you do your roll, you want to make sure that you're making good contact with your forearm. Okay? When you release. So I'm holding the hoop in the J part of my hand and I'm flicking my wrist upward, making contact with my forearm, then release and catch. You want to make sure that you're not catching the hoop in front of your face, okay? Rather instead, you want to catch the hoop behind your face. This is what my grip looks like when I'm catching my hoop. From here, I'm going to go into a little isolation of my hoop and bring it behind my back. So, after I roll and catch, I'm going to take my hand and trace the side and upper part of my hula hoop, okay? So nothing crazy is happening with my grip. It's still in the same position as I trace the side and the upper half. Okay, so once you get to the other side, you should be flexing your arm right here like you're trying to show somebody your muscles, and your thumb should be pointed up. From here, you're not going to do anything fancy. You're just going to take your elbow, bend it straight, and hinge the hula hoop behind your back. Okay, so you're here, straighten it, bam, bring that hula hoop down. You should end with your grip like mine and the hula hoop in your hand by the small of your back. Okay, so again, holding it up over your head, you isolate, straighten that elbow, hinge it down, bam, holding the hula hoop behind your back. Once we've successfully made it here, we are going to be going into our waist wrap. So all I'm doing is bringing my hula hoop from the center of my back up to my side so that my thumb is pointed up, and then taking my right hand, okay, I am throwing it to the other side of my waist, and I'm going to wrap it. Okay, so let's try everything we've learned together so far. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna roll, catch behind our ear, isolate over our head, extend our arm down, and waist wrap. Again, we are going to roll, catch, isolate up over our head, then down to the ground. Then we're going to waist wrap. All right, make sure when we're doing those waist wraps, we are doing them at the smallest part of our waist. So for me, it would be right about in the middle, okay? You don't want to be doing your waist wraps super low by your hips because it might be harder to catch the hula hoop. Okay, so after we've done the waist wrap to our left, we should now be holding the hula hoop in our right hand, thumb facing up, okay? From here, we are going to use our right hand and our right wrist to push the hula hoop up over our heads, okay? And then once it gets to the top, we're gonna relax our wrist and let gravity push the hula hoop down. So from the back, I'm pushing the hula hoop up, and then once it clears my head, relax my wrist. Okay, let's try it one more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Push it up, 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 and then relax. Awesome. So from here, I'm going to still have my right hand on my hula hoop, my left hand's free. Okay? I'm going to bring my left hand to the front and my right hand to the front. Okay, so all I did was a small little isolation with my right hand. Okay? And now this is when the isolation part comes in. So, right now my thumb should be pointed kind of back towards my butt. I'm going to re-grip real quick, okay? So I'm going to grasp the hula hoop with my left hand, and then I'm going to flip my thumb downward, okay? And from here, we're going to do a ghosting isolation down, okay? So all I'm doing is I'm tracing the outside of my hula hoop with my left hand. It's not grabbing the hula hoop at all. It's just ghosting it, okay? And my right hand is actually tracing it all the way down. So I want to follow this little pink line all the way down. And I want to try to keep that line as straight as possible with my hula hoop, okay? I don't want to be like tracing it over here or like up. I just want to try to keep a neat, steady line that matches the same curve as my hula hoop. Okay, so I'm going to isolate down, 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 down. And then I'm going to re-grab. But when we do this, we want to try to go all the way down. Okay, and then when our hands meet in the center, we're going to cross left over right. And now we are going to grab it with both hands. Okay, so again, let's go from hinging it over our head. We're going to hinge over, let it drop. Then we are going to bring our hands to the front and then re-grip so that our right thumb is facing down. Now we are going to ghost and trace. Left crosses over right. Okay? So from here, we are going to take this top part of the hula hoop that's above my head, and we are going to flip it down. Okay? So nothing is changing with our grips. We're just loosening up our fingers so that the hula hoop can roll in between our fingers as we push the hoop up and over our head. Now from here, you're going to have your left hand, which is your ghosting hand, ghost back up to the top, okay? And now, this is the fun part, we're going to push the hoop up and then put our arms inside of the hoop. So all I'm doing is I'm using my left hand, it's my ghosting hand this entire time, to trace the outside as I hold the inside with my right hand, okay? And then when our hands get to the bottom, we're going to pop the hula hoop up. Okay, so I find that it's really helpful to pop the hula hoop up by immediately putting your hands into a praying position. Okay, so we're gonna push up, pray, catch. You wanna catch the hula hoop by immediately sticking your arms into the inside and then wrapping them around the outside. Okay, we're almost done. All right, so from here, we are going to turn over our right shoulder, but we are also going to use our left shoulder to bring the hula hoop up to our left and then push the hula hoop up over our head as we turn. Okay, we're going to turn in a circle 2 times. So you want to make sure that you're moving the hula hoop slowly enough so that by the end of the second turn, you are in this position. So let me show you what I mean. Okay, so as you can see, I'm not turning it so fast so that by the time I'm done with my second turn, it's already there. It's a nice gradual swoop up to the left, then pop over your head. Okay, after you pop it over your head, you want to bring the hoop down and rest it on the tops of your shoulders, and then your hands are free. When I do my turn, I'm getting onto my tippy toes because that helps create stability and balance. Okay, so here we go. We're going to turn and place it on our shoulders. Again, here we go. Turn and place it on your shoulders. All right, we are moving on to the final part of this trick. From here, we are going to fold our hula hoop inward and do a static wall plane turn into jump. Okay, so we ended like this with our hula hoop in backpack position. We are now going to take our right hand and we're going to fold it into our chest. And as we do that, we're going to take our left hand and peel it into our waist or thigh area. You just want to make sure that it's outside of the hoop. Okay? So we're going to peel that in as we bend our elbow towards our chest. And you'll notice that as I do that, the hoop is already falling to my right and in front of me. Okay? So I'm making sure that I'm catching it in my little elbow crease. Bam. Okay? From here, I'm going to take my hand and wrap it around the top part of my hula hoop so that my thumb is sideways. And I'm going to take the bottom of the hula hoop and fold it up and then down and then up again. So let's go over that again. Backpack position, peel that arm in, grab the top of my hula hoop. So you'll notice that my arm is kind of weaving into the hula hoop. It's going back behind and then over top. Then I'm going to take the bottom part and bring it up to the top as I bring my arm out to my right. And then I'm going to bring the top to the bottom again. And then the top to the bottom one more time. Okay, a little bit faster. Peel our arm in and catch. Bottom to the top, top to the bottom, bottom to the top. You should be ending with your grip in hitchhiker position, which means that your thumb is pointed to the side. All right, so from here, we are going to extend both of our arms straight outward, and we are going to turn our bodies to the left, but we want to make sure that the hoop is staying in wall plane the entire time. Okay, so we're going to turn towards our left, and we're making sure that our arms are straight and our hoop is straight. It doesn't want to go at any weird wonky angles, okay? So we're going to turn to the left, all the way around, and then we're going to do a half turn. Bam, so now we're facing the back. Okay, so all together, we got a full turn and then a half turn. From here, we're going to take our arm, which is our right arm, and bring it down to our feet. And then this is where we're going to jump into the hula hoop. After you brought it down to your feet, you want to use the leg that is closest to the hoop. So for me, that's my right leg. And once it gets down to my feet, I'm going to hop in with my right leg and then my left. Okay, so let's practice that. Here we go. Full turn, half turn, bring the hoop down to my feet, right leg, left leg. So from here, we're going to isolate the hoop upward. So quickly how I do that is I'm going to bend down, okay? And when I bend down, I'm bending at like a 90-degree angle in my waist and hips. And I'm going to trace this bottom half of the hula hoop all the way up to my opposite side hips. So I'm bending down as I'm tracing, and then when I get to my opposite side hips, I'm going to stand up, and then I'm going to continue that isolation up over my head. And now you'll notice that you're outside of the circle. So again, we started inside of the circle after we jumped in. Then I'm going to bend and trace down to my left side hip, and then I'm going to stand up and trace up above my head. Also, when you do this little isolation up over your head, you're going to want to turn back to the front. So right now we're like this. Okay, but what we want to do is this. Okay, so all I'm doing is I'm using the balls of my feet okay? And I'm gonna turn over my left shoulder, okay? So, this is what it looks like from the front. This is what it looks like from the back, which is how you're gonna be doing it. Bend at our waist, isolate to our hips, and then once we get to like maybe about our head level, we're going to turn our torso back to the front and isolate back up to the top of our head. Okay? Again, isolate to our hips and then turn back to the front. All right, and that's how you do all of the trick. So now that we know the whole combo sequence, let's go ahead and do it from the beginning, and we're gonna rock it out and it's gonna look amazing. So let's get it. All right, here we go. Chest roll, catch, isolate around, bring our hand down. Waist strap, hinge the hoop up over our head, regrip, isolate down, left crosses over right, hinge it forward, stand up, pop it up, catch. Turning over our right shoulder, here we go. Turn, 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 back to the front. Now we're going to fold the hoop in, catch, fold the hoop out. Then we're gonna wall plane, full turn, half turn, left foot right, isolate up, and then around. All right, and that is how we do the combo. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and learning this amazing combo with me. As always, feel free to reach out if you have questions and modify this combo any way that you'd like so that it better suits your needs as a flow artist. And make sure you tag me if you use this combo, and also use the hashtag HoopLoveGrow in your video. That's my hashtag, and I want to see a community built around that hashtag. So that's all I have for you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.